Systems here and there, but I'm saying handwriting's on the wall.
Right.
Okay. If they have to each have stellar games every night to
Which
beat
they can't do.
Miami, while Miami has a lesson because they
Right.
just don't have it.
Right.
They just don't.
And probably what made the exit quicker is that you were going to plug in your Jermaine O'Neal and Shaquille O'Neal, which are 35-plus-year-old men, and trade off, which means you get slower and more worn down.
But wait, Vic. I have to disagree slightly because I think Jermaine O'Neal's been pretty good.
No, I think
as an acquisition for what he's provided, Vic, you don't think? I think that's been useful. He's
No.
provided good minutes and been pretty solid. I disagree with him. Now,
look,
Shaq has been injured.
You have a backup center. I'm not taking anything away from him. When I look at San Antonio, Lakers, and Boston, they don't get the same thing. My expectation of them is to go, your backup center is much better than all the other backup centers. I put them at another level because they have legacy. They know what works. They do things a little bit above and beyond. If I had to go based on the expectation of what Boston did last year, comparing them, I would sit there. I was looking forward to Boston Celtics going, boy, they're going to bring what they call the And I said, wow, they looked soft this year. That's what I didn't expect to see, the softness. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they're going to win. They just look soft. They look somewhat soft and exhausted. So
I don't know if they look soft. They do at times look exhausted. To me, I think they look like the older team. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, now if older means softer, or less aggressive, then we're saying some of the same things. It's just maybe I'm a little more accepting of what it means. I predicted that they would get to here and then get beat by Miami.
Right.
That's what I said.
Right.
So I don't.
Yeah, I know.
So it could be for the reasons, but it still taps out the things that we didn't expect have to do with the other team.
That's right.
We did expect either for whatever degree you and I both still had. Miami coming head to head.
Yes.
Yeah, we both said that.
Yeah, and teams get better. So the whole part about it is that when you get worse, when you're playing worse, then I sit there and say, I'm talking to the owner. If I'm talking to the owner, Mario, and I'm going like this, I'm about to put money in the best place where we think we get the best return. And he says the second half of the season seemed far worse than the first half. What does that mean?
It means that we did better than the Lakers. That's the kind of shit they're going to say at the picnics. See, at the picnics and the barbecues, everybody's going to be talking shit all summer long.
Right.
And at least everybody's going to be telling, see, poor Lakers. Everybody's going to say, well, at least we didn't get swept. See, everybody going to be talking that, see, no matter what. See, Vic, I know. And see, Boston still get to say that. They're going to say, but at least we won one.
Right.
At least we...
Okay. Hey, look.
That's the bottom line.
I'm not trying to be mad.
I'm just accepting of it. And you know what? Here's the thing.
Right.
You should be, to me, I think, accepting of Boston because that's where you predicted they would be. It's the Lakers who stunned everybody, to me.
Right.
I think no matter what you say of Boston, I think from almost everybody, this is what we expected they would be. Right. Losing to Miami. So what are you bitching about? Everybody predicted this.
You're an owner of San Antonio, Boston, or L.A., and you go like this. We're gearing up. And you go like, is this a successful year? Wait a minute. You're the owner. And you didn't make it to the conference final. Is that not meeting expectation at least?
I judge about how much money you made.
Well, you're the owner. What do you expect?
I don't know. See, they made so much money the way they cooking the books.
No, wait. Now you going into corporate mongering.
I'm just saying, but that's what it's judged by. It's judged by how successful the team is in building the brand, filling the stadium. And let's face it, Boston is a success story. The Miami Heat is a success story. Aren't they giving Riley like owner of the year? I didn't even know they had that award or something.
Super executive of the year or something crazy.
Yeah, we never heard this award, but they're giving it to Pat Riley because of the deal.
Right. Yeah. No. Look,
the deal, Vic. So then there we go back to what is real. Is that real? It's real that it's real that it's really exciting. Right. It's real that it helps the NBA. It's good, whatever you say, Boston going down.
Right.
It's been good sales and a good fight. And I just say, I give my salute to the valiant warrior who's going to be slain by the faster, stronger, and more powerful opponent.
Yeah.
But I still salute that warrior.
Oh no, I know what you do.
Because
know
they
what you
battle.
Right. You know, you're saying what I said yesterday. I said if you're going to go out with your guns holstered, pointed, and ready.
That's right.
And please, guys, don't run with this when I say guns. Don't take it the wrong way. But before I go to the next topic, we discussed something yesterday, and if we can just spend a minute or two to say what do we think is better without going through all the details. We discussed that, the Lakers are going to get involved in what we call the speculation of a trade. We went through all of that, and I said, Mario, who would stand a better position as it moves forward with the look of the Lakers, the new look or the continued look of the big man? And we tossed up 2 names. Now, forget about the coach, because we already know the coach is going to dictate the decision of how the philosophy of the game is going to be played in trade. But if just looking backwards to the moment you are right now, and you said, this is all the information I have, Dwight Howard or Chris Paul on the Lakers? See, this is the part I love. Point guard penetration, assist man, defensive, unbelievable center, the best center in the league. Where do you go? Wait a minute. Let's get the monkey on the dog. Maybe Mario sit back. Let's get the monkey on the dog. Go back to that. So you sit back and you can think about it a little bit.
Because I can't answer. Because the only reason why it makes me pause. Okay, I don't have to consider who I had to give up for that.
No. It's already a consideration. You're going to have to give up something. And the 2 players that they're talking about, if they can get, it's like the Carmelo Anthony. If they could have gotten Carmelo, they would have, but the price was too high and too much to give up. So let's say right now
I
the
think
2 players.
If you have a choice between those 2, you always get Dwight Howard.
Yeah, okay. That's all I want to get into.
You always do. It's only because it's Dwight Howard.
Right. There's a lot of point guards.
Come on, Vic. The best big man, long term.
Yes.
Everything, attitude, pleasant. Don't eat like celery and drink spring water. Give me a damn break.
I know, but I had to put it out there.
I like Dwight. He lives that life. He embraces it,
Right.
And I embrace it as the person. So, no, I think those are good choices. But, again, only because always that is more of an impactful even than the point. Even though I hate to say that in general, Vic. I hate to use that kind of bias because, the point guard can be so impactful.
Oh, dude.
I'm just saying that's
Snakehead.
So, I'm just saying if that's the choices, you always go with Dwight Howard. But to me, it has a lot to do with what you give up. I have said repeatedly, the Lakers, even as they are a playoff team.
Right, they said it.
So, and they need to be dealt with a scalpel, not a sledgehammer.
Oh, I agree.
Okay,
I agree. No, we all agree. First of all, the Lakers have a history of what they call getting what they call big trades. They're known for the big men of the NBA all passing through L.A. and getting a championship ring.
Why can't they have? See, to me, is get the number 8 point guard in the league.
They're not going to get that pick unless they do the trade.
No, I mean level. I mean, if you go average out looking around the point guards in the league,
yeah.
To me, is set your sights a little lower. Get the big man, and maybe you don't get the point guards you want, but get a good point. You know what I'm saying? That's why I keep coming back to you guys who know the talent better. I said, Vic, I mean, around the league, there's no point guards that we can get that are at least solid on a certain level to do X, Y, Z.
No, I agree with you.
And that's what I'm saying. Maybe you can't get the number 8. Maybe you got to get the number 10 rated.
Right.
But they don't have to be the number 20th.
Right.
Okay.
They're right. They got to.
I'm just saying, come on.
They're not going to get anything through the draft.
No, but I mean, I'm talking about a trade anyway. I think you want a veteran. You want to go. See, to me, I don't know the talent like that, but I go. You look around the league and you rate the point guards in the whole league.
Right.
And you decide which one you're going to go after.
Right.
Based on that.
Yeah, I agree. No,
and go get you one, but maybe because the money, you got to go down the list a little bit. Right. But at least we should be able to look at the list, right, Vic?
Right. Yeah.
See, Vic and I can run the damn team. We can run the team. Okay. Dr. Bus, we're available, Vic. And we can come over, have some shrimp.
Yeah.
Have some shrimp.
Yeah, okay. I like that. He's sitting there, he's volunteering to me. He's going, right.
We'll come by. We can tell him how to do it.
Third assistant to my third scout.
PR.
That's the best you're going to get.
He's like, but Mario, I'm not hating on Kobe.
All right. Well, hey, you guys, yesterday I enjoyed myself because this game, the Oklahoma Thunder and the Memphis Grizzlies.
Triple overtime.
I loved the idea. When you go into overtime, the bad thing about overtime is that you don't think about the fouls. And once they got to the third overtime, and everybody already knows the outcome on this, so I'm not bringing anything new. The part that I love about it is when you see scores of 133 to 123, it goes back to the old days of offensive pushing the ball, scoring. And it reminded me, only for a moment, that, wow, it's a scoring fest. Nobody can stop anyone. Now, here's the part that got me. I truly believe the turning of the tide with Memphis, it was so significant that they didn't get this game, because now they have to make everything work. There's a good chance that when they go back to Oklahoma, the Memphis Grizzlies may be down 3-2. I hope not. I hope it goes get 3. I hope it just goes 7 games. Now, here's the question I have about this game. Where does it rank for you, Mario? If you can recall, as the top NBA playoff game. Now, I know it's a lot.
It's one of the best ever. You know, Vic, I was amazed at Kevin Durant's face when they interviewed him at the end. He was like gleaming. He said that was so much fun.
Right.
See, that's the way
it's supposed
to be. And I mean, that even after you give your heart,
right.
your heart, you go the hardest you can. It's supposed to be that you love the competition at that level.
Yeah.
You have to love it. You have to love it. That's part of being a champion.
Right.
And that's what I just remember that. So no, to me, triple overtime is one of the best ever. And it would. There's a bunch of issues to be debated. You know, the role of Westbrook. What does that mean? Because see, what happens is, to me, you could debate whether or not he shoots too much. But if he hadn't shot too much, see, you might. That's where it goes back. People are talking about without that. That was your spark, though. Good or bad. See, after a while, I backed off it too, because I realized no matter what you guys we say, that's the spark right now. So you got to go with what's the spark.
Right at the game. Look, first of all, you never tell a player who all season played us a certain way, and if no one saw Westbrook being this type of impact player coming out of UCLA behind Darren Collison, who was the lead point guard. This is an athletic wonder right now. He is such a penetrator and a joy to see that he avoids contact in many ways. Now, with that being said, they afforded in this series to have a lot of turnovers. As a point guard, he's truly more a scoring guard first than a point guard. And the mentality is...
But why can't you teach that? You know, you and I debate this all the time. I feel like you should be able to teach that.
Really?
Yes,
you always say
we always debate this. In other words, you're one of the great ball players of all. You can handle the ball. I'm not saying you want Michael Jordan, all these. Okay, when forced to play the role that they don't necessarily want to play, shouldn't they still be above average at it, Vic? We still expect them. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And with the coaching, why can't you get them to play certain roles? To me, you would think. My buddy always says, who kept Michael Jordan under 20 points a game? Dean Smith.
Dean Smith. I say this. I'll take past players and say, imagine telling them you need to pull it back. Bill Laimbeer.
They did.
Charles Barkley.
But they did.
But here's my thing. My point is converting him over to what they call, it says, play more controlled. We need you more controlled. I agree with you, Mario. I think you can teach. I think you can teach a mentality of it. Do you have the natural progression to exercise?
And should you do it? In fact, I had to add that, Vic. I'm not saying you should do it. I'm just saying, see, my whole point was questioning the degrees of commitment to the point guard philosophy. Remember, that's where I was coming back. As an offensive philosophy, I was arguing that. How committed do you need to be? And then you and I were debating, when you look at these top guards, it's how they play versus how they could play, and the impact of the coaching. That's where this debate comes. Is because they all see my thing I was saying, they all can be made to play the point guard role. The question is the degree of effectiveness. They are very